Hey, how's everybody doing again? Welcome back to Cap Social Network, aka Capri Social Network. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about some of the main reasons why her kids will always come before you, as well as their kids' father, or in most cases fathers, because it's a well-known fact that most women have kids that have kids usually may not have just only one kid, but in a lot of cases multiple kids, and in some cases by multiple men. Anyway, for you guys, and this is out dedicated to, I guess you could say dedicated to, or goes out, to put it another way to make it sound a little bit more better, this goes out to all of you men that may not have kids of your own. Let me fix my phone, excuse me, so my phone won't end up falling out. And I'm hoping while filming the video, unlike with the last video I made while driving my car, my phone mount won't fall off the windshield. Anyway, this is on behalf of all of you guys, whether you may be a man without kids of your own, instead may have a girlfriend that may have kids already from a previous relationship, or either a previous relationship, that who kids you may happen to be taking care of. And it could be a kid that may be 12 years of age that you may have known ever since that kid may have been 6 years old, or for the past 6 years, from the very time you have been with that kid's mother. You may have done all you could to help that kid with homework, may have partaken in going to parent-teacher conferences, although there are quite a bit of parents that don't even go to parent-teacher conferences. But you may have just done it just in favor or for sake of the kid's mother, just to win more favor over when not only the kid, but for the most part the mother. You may have done all you could to arrange to partake in preparing for birthday parties for that kid. And with that being said, that kid may has actually gotten a chance to meet their biological father, but they, unlike how you would like to think, they would be more drawn to you and more embracing towards you. Instead, they'll be using, in most cases, more attached and more embracing towards their biological fathers, even if that biological father may be a straight up deadbeat, may be a father that may, for the most part, has been incarcerated throughout their whole kid's life, or those kids' lives. For some reason, some strange reason, kids are always going to show more love towards their biological fathers as opposed to their stepfathers, or even if they don't have stepfathers, but instead their mothers may have a boyfriend and they may have been in a long-term relationship for quite a while. They'll never look at you as a top priority. And a prime example would be, look at the basketball player Zion Williamson, who hardly ever had any kind of interactions with his biological father. Instead, he grew up for the most part with a stepfather. To make a long story short, came time that he got drafted during the NBA draft, which was not that long ago, a few years ago, when it got the time for him to enter the stage and give some words of encouragement or whatnot. He thanked his mother for partaking in him being where he is today. Although his stepfather attended, both his father and his his stepfather and his mother attended there, he didn't take the time to acknowledge his stepfather at all, because his stepfather really molded him into becoming the phenomenal athlete that he is. Partook in going to his games the whole while that he was in school as a kid. I believe even for the most part took part in going to see him practice all his basketball practices as well, only for him to not give his stepfather any kind of acknowledgement at all. And just imagine how heartbreaking that was on behalf of the stepfather's behalf. Not only that, but in most cases, no matter how you may do for the woman, for all you guys that may be dating women with kids already from previous relationships, and no matter, like I was just saying, no matter how good you may be towards their kids, the mothers will still talk down on you, will still have some kind of attachment with the kids, either the kid's father or the kid's fathers, because for one reason, and for the most part, even her relationship with the biological fathers or real fathers had been one of the most toxic relationships before she broke up with the real fathers, or prior to getting, in the process of getting pregnant by them. In most cases, it's usually because of the sex. And while, don't get it twisted, fellas, while you may be doing all you can to partake in showing her how much of a good stepfather you will be or whatnot, chances are she's still gonna be seeing the kid's real father or fathers in most cases. I mean, it's no way around it, because I look at it from this angle. Anytime you have a kid by a person, you share a special long-term bond with that person. You always will, regardless of whether you may end up being with that person, remain with that person, after you have kids by that person or a kid, or even if the two of you go your separate ways. In a sense, you will always be one flesh with that person, even if you don't end up marrying that person, whether you may be either the man or the woman who may share a kid. If you may be a man that may share a kid with a woman, or vice versa, a woman that may share a kid with a man, that you're no longer with. You was, regardless of the outcome, whether you stay with that person long term and end up marrying that person, because when marriage is mainly to death do us part, or even if the two of you just may end up breaking up, or it may come a case where the two of you may be off and on, you and that person you may have had a kid by, whereas y'all may have had a kid together, broken up, only to keep on getting back together and breaking up back and forth. Once again, this just goes to show you how, for all you guys that may want to partake in taking care of another woman's kids, and even if you don't have kids of your own, or even if you may have kids of your very own but from a previous relationship yourselves, you will always be the last priority when it comes to dealing with not only the kids, by the kids being, in most cases, disrespectful towards the stepfathers, or if not that, would be a last priority. Even if the kids may happen to become actually attached to you, may become more embracing and welcoming towards you, more loving towards you, chances are the mothers may not still give a damn about you, no matter how much you may have partaken in stepping up to be a daddy to her kids. And I also want to throw in this analogy. In a sense, you are similar to the temp service that, if for all you people that may have seen a job, for instance, if you may have always wondered where it may have been like to work at either the Hyundai plant or the Mercedes-Benz plant, chances are you may not be able to get on through the actual company. Instead, you may have to go through a third party, which would usually be in most cases a temp service. And that's how you're looked at anytime you may take care, also for all my fellas, of another woman's kids or seeds as a third party, so to speak, as somebody of less importance, less significance, excuse me for stumbling over my words, somebody that'll always be looked down upon in a relationship. Whether you may just be dating that woman, or you may be actually married to that woman. Not only that, but you also usually have to deal with her toxic ex in most cases, or exes, which is even worse, that much more of a headache. Anyway, I'm not going to keep on dragging this video. Before I end the video, once and for all, I want you guys to first and foremost like the video, comment to let me know what you guys think about this topic, share the video, last but not least, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye, guys.